And I'm live. I'm going to start playing Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain live. So here we go. I'm using YouTube Direct now because I've been having an issue with Rumble Studio. So now if I want to go live and screen share and play video games, I either have to do it from YouTube Direct, which is what I'm doing right now, or use StreamYard. So we had Riley, either the real Riley or an impersonator troll, show up in the chat. So in case it's the real Riley, hello Riley, I don't have a problem with Riley. So welcome to the stream. So I'm getting ready to hop into the game here. And I woke up around an hour ago. And been doing my routines, taking vitamins, drinking vitamin C water, taking my grand post-workout also supplements, and it was less grand than usual today. So now I have this, it gets kind of weird. Riley's writing American English comments, but I'm seeing it in Swedish because somewhere this is like auto translate where it's translating everything into Swedish. So if someone writes in Russian, it translates it to Swedish, and then I don't need YouTube to, or whatever the plugin is. I don't need American English comments translated to Swedish. Okay, yeah. So anyway, new day today. Let's do a little bit of a vlog. Okay, so sometimes these streams, my first day, my first stream of the day, and typically I stream daily. Okay. A lot of times the first stream of the day will be a vlog stream showing my morning routine, doing my morning routine, taking my post-workout muscle supplements. These are the post-workout muscle supplements today. And today I didn't do that, so I would like to play video games. So I woke up today less than 2 hours ago. So the vlog here, live vlogging. I woke up around 2 hours ago. As usual, first in the morning, I want to get cigarette. I'm a smoker. I don't recommend smoking cigarettes. Coffee and vitamin C water. So that's like the first thing in the morning is get some coffee, some nicotine, and vitamin C water. And after that, and that's the first hour from waking up, I'm looking to get some coffee, so I smoke a cigarette, and more than one, and some vitamin C water. Now, I don't recommend the vitamin C water. It's like that's good for your health. I don't recommend people to smoke. Okay, sometimes if I talk about smoke cigarettes, it's also I can do a disclaimer. I don't promote smoking. Okay, people who don't smoke it's better don't start, as far as I'm concerned. Then that's a general good advice. Why? Because if you start smoking, you become addicted to it. So it's easier to not start than it is to quit. Okay. And a lot of people get to a point where after start to smoke that they feel like, you know what, I'd like to stop smoking. And it's harder to quit than it is to keep yourself started. So, now, anyway, I woke up, had my morning coffee, vitamin C water, cigarettes, and after I'm an hour waking up, I got my post-workout also supplements. I do fasting. People know that I've been subscribing for a while. I don't eat breakfast, so I do OMAD fasting. The main thing is fasting 20+ hours per day. On a rare occasion, I eat more than once, but most days I eat only one time per day, which means I fast more than 20 hours per day and eat only one time. And now and then after fasting 20 hours, I eat twice. There will be 2 med fasting, but then that's pretty rare. So 9 or 10 days I do med fasting, which means I eat only one time in a day. When do I have my 1 meal in a day? Typically towards the end of the day. And not breakfast. I do take a morning dose of supplements, a post-workout dose of supplements without breakfast. And I did take my post-workout dose of supplements today. There were less supplements than normal. Omega-3 fish oil, vitamin D3, K2, niacinamide, vitamin B3, B complex, L-theanine GABA. It's not a supplement I have. Magnesium. So I'm going to jump into the game here. I won't be paying attention to the chat too much. So here we go. Yesterday I was playing and I changed my settings and I was listening to copyrighted music. So part of the game is you can collect cassette tapes, and it's a cassette player that you have. It's kind of like a radio here, and these tapes I played in sometime, Truth Records, while playing. Now here, musical tape, they have commercial songs, copyrighted songs. They found a count on takers. I was listening to these yesterday as I was playing off air privately. But I'm not going to play those while playing in the stream because I guess I could get a copyright strike. Copyright vote.
Boss, how are you back on your feet so quickly? There's a non-smoking ward. Boss, if I listened to everything the doctor said, I'd probably die in here. No point waking up after 9 years for that. Well, having you out of that bed makes things a little easier. Bad news, huh? Things are looking worse. Go on. They found out about you waking up, and the man on fire picked this time to wake up too. We'll have to move forward ahead of schedule. Miller already has the preparations underway. We'll have to wake up your neighbor too. So he's not. He seems awake now. No. Well, he's not actively conscious yet, at least. He was a doctor, too. In his mind, that past no longer exists. Your past is his past now. He's going to be your phantom, not some simple diversion. He'll act as the new big boss, and the act just isn't for Cypher. He'll be your face on the world stage until the time comes for your resurgence. You make it sound easy. We've been busy over the last 9 years. His altered state of consciousness has helped us implant powerful suggestions through induced hypnagogia. He's experienced all your missions on record and shares all your knowledge and experience to make him believe that he is the one true big boss. No one around him will doubt that he's the big boss they know. So, is he the real big boss or a stand-in? What does that mean to him? Nothing. The human brain is capable of many illusions. The pain and the future. What happens from here depends on his skill. You can vouch for that. He was always the best man we had. But 9 years ago in that helicopter, he threw himself between you and the blast. In that moment, the man you knew died. He died protecting you. And now, by becoming you, he protects you again. This is just a detour in his journey to hell. And don't forget, it's what he wanted. He's in his dog days now. It's not just him. We'll be putting the people in this hospital in the line of fire. They'll be your shield and necessary diversion to buy us some time. And you? I'll be right by his side. Can you keep it up? It's a hell of a...
You're trying.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB. You can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
The map has been updated.
I forgot to bring default. scoop this up. Right. Banking. Before the line more than myself phone and mobile to extract these people. Where's the smoke man? I could be able to destroy it more. And I can. I do it. Wow, that's not it. Uh-oh. Never mind. Okay, yeah, so I failed infiltration.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Please select a mission. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Heading to FOB.
So I was in the kitchen, and one of the things I did was load up the washing machine. And some of the things I need to pre-wash them with steel wool, things so I'd stack the pots and pans. I made some changes. I tuned into the stream on my phone, so the order was a bit high in the morning. Let's go to 5. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Deploying.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
It was not silent. Not stop.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Roger that.
It's about vitamin C water, and coffee. The vitamin C water concentrate water also has some creatine and B complex in it. Yeah, okay.
You got to extract him. He's coming too. Roger that.
Caution, heavy mist anticipated.
Oh, it's too close to it. There was a gas mine, a tranquilizer gas mine. And I was then too close to it when I hit it. If you shoot it, it releases the gas. So there's a way to dispose of it. I was too close to it. So definitely.
CP, this is Delta 2. Identified gunfire. Can't tell where it's coming from. Over. This is CP. Understood. All units, we may have intruders. Out.
What I want to do is use my anti-material rifle here to
Subject on board. Leave the rest to
save
us.
the mortar. Which is the here one.
Weather will clear shortly.
CP, this is Zulu 2. Zulu 2, what's wrong? Come in, Zulu 2.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Situation. All units on alert.
CP, this is Hula 4. Just heard clear. Have pinpointed the location. How should we proceed? Over. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out.
He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
This is Zulu 7. Taking heavy casualties. Requesting immediate backup. Over. Hang in there with what you got. Out.
Infiltration successful.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
What can we record or short? Would you sing? You stop singing? Or get back to sing again? Okay. Would you sing a little more?
Please select a mission.
Nah.
Please select a mission.
Now you let the camera size, and I want to pick up the camera. I feel me. Little dad's making the thing that the child is stuff that they say not to. That's good.
Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched.
Boss, how are you back on your feet so quickly? There's a non-smoking ward. Boss, if I listened to everything the doctor said, I'd probably die in here. No point waking up after 9 years for that. Well, having you out of that bed makes things a little easier. Bad news, huh? Things are looking worse. Go on. They found out about you waking up, and the man on fire picked this time to wake up too. We'll have to move forward ahead of schedule. Miller already has the preparations underway. We'll have to wake up your neighbor too. So he's not. He seems awake now. No. Well, he's not actively conscious yet, at least. He was a doctor too. In his mind, that past no longer exists. Your past is his past now. He's going to be your phantom, not some simple diversion. He'll act as the new big boss, and the act just isn't for Cypher. He'll be your face on the world stage until the time comes for your resurgence. You make it sound easy. We've been busy over the last 9 years. His altered state of consciousness has helped us implant powerful suggestions through induced hypnagogia. He's experienced all your missions on record and shares all your knowledge and experience to make him believe that he is the one true big boss. No one around him will doubt that he's the big boss they know. So is he the real big boss or a stand-in? What does that mean to him? Nothing. The human brain is capable of many illusions, of pain, of the future. What happens from here depends on his skill. You can vouch for that. He was always the best man we had. But 9 years ago in that helicopter, he threw himself between you and the blast. In that moment, the man you knew died. He died protecting you. And now by becoming you, he protects you again. This is just a detour in his journey to hell. And don't forget, it's what he wanted. He's in his dog days now. It's not just him. We'll be putting the people in this hospital in the line of fire. They'll be your shield and necessary diversion to buy us some time. And you? I'll be right by his side. Can you keep it up? It's a hell of a lie. It won't be a lie. I won't know his secret either. I'll believe that he's the real big boss. I'll have no conscious knowledge of you. Where's the lie in that? Self-hypnosis. It's nothing new in my line of work. Manipulating memories, the past. But that's not all. When the time is right, I need to remember that you're the real boss. In a world, it's double think. In this year, 2 + 2 = 5. And I want you to do the same. Right. His bodyguard? Correct. It won't be long before this hospital comes under attack. We'll wake him up right away, but he won't be back to full health in time. We'll need to take him through his final paces. Yeah, I want to see his face again. All right, John. I've never forgotten you in these 9 years, but I have to forget you now. Adam, I'm counting on you. What's up? About the 1972 project. Les Enfants Terribles. You never did like the French. All that Catherine the Great aristocratic pompousness gets to me, that's all. Palace talk. They can keep it. Les enfants terribles. The terrible children.
That madness Zero started, or the start of his madness.
You found out something new?
The plan itself was abandoned in '76. ATGC dismantled the project, and their account with DARPA was closed. So I was worried about what happened to you. Your sons.
They're no sons of mine. And they're sure as hell not me.
Just a bunch of cells grown in a lab?
What they are is much sicker than that.
Well, Zero doesn't think so. Eva doesn't either. To them, those boys are your clones. They're you, down to the last hair.
And?
The first boys were raised free range, like we thought. Both of them. David has never left the States, but the other, Eli, has disappeared. Might as well call it abandoned. They're through with him.
Where is he?
He was in England, Zero's home ground. Apparently he traveled to Africa after that, but that's where he escaped from Zero's care.
Just like that. Why?
Who knows? Maybe he found out about his birth. If he's alive, he'd be 11 or 12 by now, old enough to think and act for himself.
So he might still be alive.
On his own, there? I wouldn't bet on it. John, if he is alive, what's the plan?
I have nothing to say to him. Treat him like a human being, just another person.
Boss, this war business you and Miller started. Since the industry spread out to the PFs, it may have a favorable influence on Cypher. To a ruler, an everlasting enemy is convenient. By directing the public's animosity outside his borders, he can unify their frame of mind. Guns for hire continue the war, then enrich the economy with their spoils. War as a business will become a permanent tool for manipulating the public mind. A new business model. You might even call it a war economy. Before long, Cypher, or rather the Patriots, will be drawn to this.
Caution.
Probably only a
Warning.
few decades
Caution.
before it takes hold. It's not far off at all. Still no leads on Zero. We don't even know whether he's still alive. But the protocol he put in motion's making steady progress. Every day, SIGINT's web covers a little bit more of the globe. Total information control. Big Brother Zero. And it'll happen before anyone even realizes. I don't like it. You're the big brother of the battlefield. You've earned a firm grip on the world's military power. And soon, Zero will have nations in his. He'll erase the Cold War, all war from people's minds, and with it the world's borders. Zero's will, his influence, will be unleashed, with nothing to stem the tide. When that happens, opposition will no longer match the lines on the map. And boss, with no borders left, what difference can we make? War will have lost any true meaning to the world. Just one more gear keeping the wheels of economy turning. Another product bearing down the capitalist conveyor belt. The future your friend Miller wanted. That's all there is in store. Perhaps it's already too late. But human will should only be handed down and nurtured by human hands. It can't be entrusted to the system, especially not that soulless phantom that Zero's left in his wake. No matter what happens, we'll have to fight someday to reclaim our truth. Until next time, Big Boss. Someone has successfully struck at Zero. Since Zero's using a private network, we get information, but we have no way to trace his location. That means the details are still fuzzy at this point, but apparently some new bioweapon was used. As soon as he noticed the dip in his vital signs, he had his stomach pumped and even underwent blood dialysis. But he didn't fully recover. Ironically, if Zero kept more company, he'd have been safe. Since the incident, his speech and actions have been getting more unhinged by the day. He's probably been rushed to another safe house for intensive care. But the location is a complete mystery. That's the way he operates. He went to incredible lengths to make sure his great escape went unnoticed. So far, I know at least Langley and the Pentagon were involved. He had a blackout triggered in New York to disrupt the transportation and information grids, and at least 2 submarines were sighted off the coast. The personnel involved were working off a cover story. Naturally, the White House was fed the same thing. The project is buried under a pile of dummy ops and backup plans stretching across multiple organizations. It's safe to say not one of the people involved knew what they were moving or to where. All top secret, no trail, no leads. He's living up to his name as usual. Only this time, even I can't find him. Now, the only record of his location lies within the Cypher AI that was at the heart of the escape plan, and that's closed off, with its data sealed away in a secret location. Skullface was able to put together this assassination attempt, but even he can't possibly know where Zero is now. I'll keep searching, but when you're up against he who controls information, it's gonna be a long battle. Boss, it was Anderson after all. That's right, the man who went by Sigint during Operation Snake Eater. Following Zero's disappearance, he's taken over command of Cypher. Well, to be precise, the AI he oversees has. The idea to have an AI act for Zero came about in '74, when the data from the mammal pod penetrated NORAD. Clearly, an AI couldn't be allowed to make its own decisions. So they would take away its ability to act, and instead create a specialized system in which the AI, bound by specific rules, filters the massive amounts of data it collects before passing it on to people, subtly guiding their decision-making. A system of the people, by the people, for the people. So they began researching how to do it. DARPA apparently brought Strangelove on board to head it up. She was forced out after a certain incident. The direction of the project and any trace of her existence was scrubbed after her departure. Before Zero lost consciousness as his condition worsened, he left instructions for Anderson, through a cutout, of course. Zero went out of his way to hide your location in order to keep you safe. This meant sacrificing his own protection. It was the only way to ensure you could stand alone as your own man. Here I am, the only link between you and the world that's passing you by. I'm your last connection now. This was Zero's last request, his will. Once you're awake, we need to discuss the best way to ensure your safety. Oh, and they've got a name for Anderson's AI project. It's called the Patriots. It's all about ensuring that the concepts driving society appears the same in the mind of each person in that society. About maintaining the identity of the individual, and yet having that individual willingly make up part of the whole. I guess it's fitting to call that patriotism, creating a united world. Zero's will is already fading into a shadow of what it once was. Systems, guidelines, rules, laws. When you take a mentality and fix it in a solid shape, put it out there in the hands of people, it can only begin to decay. No mentality can last forever. When the body dies, the will dies with it.
Huh?
Weather will clear shortly.
Hello?
Not there. Here.
Huh?
Thank you for coming. Please.
You're...
Is it that odd? I suppose the cuffs have gotten a bit loose. Although, truth be told, I have been spending more time in pajamas as of late.
No, nothing.
The tie, perhaps. Not the most fashionable pattern, I admit.
No, it is Very nice.
How sweet. Will you take a little brandy? Hardly underage, after all.
No thank you.
Please, sit. Pacifica Ocean.
What?
Ah, yes. We've already begun.
Unit dispatched.
Not
Unit
bad.
dispatched.
A schoolgirl through and through. Even he won't suspect otherwise. Here you are.
Thank you. I heard you were sick.
Poppycock. I just like to take a little time off work.
You?
You must feel that way sometimes.
Well,
Anyway, I could hardly greet my first guest from that damned bed.
I missed my chance to catch you snoring.
Now I'm twice as glad I got ready in time. Drink before it gets cold. English breakfast tea. All I have, I'm afraid. There were 8 candidates before you, meaning you will be the 9th Paz Ortega Andrade.
What happened to the others?
They're in the next room. They've been taking it easy these past few months.
They...
Do you see any windows here?
No?
I've gotten used to it, this life. I am who I am, after all, and I've had my fill of cursing this bloody dunce. Excuse me. But I can't help sometimes wishing I could see the stars. What should I do?
Well, you could go outside, go up to the roof, wait for the clouds to pass. You would have a view of Manhattan, and a pretty one too. But once the wind blows and the clouds pass, you can look up
Please
and see a
select
sky
mission.
full of stars. Even here.
You've had a hard time getting to where you are.
Yes.
Sewer rats lead better lives. I know. Extreme training, starvation, days spent without sleep, abandoned, hurt, and all but killed in every way imaginable. Some of your compatriots died. Others betrayed you, left you for dead, and you did the same to them. But through it all, you survived, and you alone made it here. Just look at you. I can see everything you've been through.
Yes.
Consider this mission a reward for the mountain you've climbed.
Thank you.
Yes, well, you know what's next,
Yes.
and you are prepared.
Yes.
I believe you. That ever so slight tan, not the type you'd get on the West Coast. If I didn't know better, I'd say you really did grow up around the equator. But it runs deeper than that. One look at you, and I see a wide-eyed student yearning for peace. Born and raised in Central America. I can see it all. How much preparation have you done?
A little.
You'll be perfect for this, to strike back at Snake. I'll share everything I know about him. But you mustn't forget who you're dealing with. If he were to get the better of you, well, I deeply regret having put you in that position. But beyond that, I'm putting my life in your hands.
You can trust me, Cypher.
None of my friends call me that. Tea's gone cold. Shall I make some more?
I know we are the only ones here. There is no one in the other room.
And how do you know that?
You said I was your first guest.
Oh, I haven't had this much fun in quite a while. All right, then.
Cypher's been in hiding ever since his grand experiment. No one's seen him in years. All we hear are orders delivered by proxy. Except you. You met with him, face to face, in order to contact Big Boss. Tell me where he is. Where is Cypher? Where is Zero? I've never known choice. Where I was born, the language I speak, I've never had the freedom to choose for myself. But you, right now, are free. Do as you will.
This will save Big Boss.
It may.
Will you really kill Zero for me?
Not for you.
All right. Zero is Hell's Kitchen, 10th Avenue. He is undergoing treatment there.
Not exactly Hyde Park.
His medical needs keep him from moving around. That is why he summoned me there. The other residents are of varying race and ages, but in reality, all 40 units are Cypher personnel. It took him 10 years to replace the original occupants. He's got places like this all over the world.
No better place to hide a needle than a stack of needles.
Zero is on the top floor. A room with no windows and no doors. Even the elevator does not reach it. Officially, the floor does not exist. The only access is by a secret staircase 1 floor down. Room 702.
Shades of World War II.
Nobody realizes the entire building is a setup. People go in and out all day. But they're all Cypher. The building blends right in with the rest of the city. They disseminate rumors that a gang operates out of the building. That keeps most outsiders away. And most of them are there as security in case of an emergency. But even they don't know what they're really protecting. Foot traffic, goods coming in and out, phone lines, water and sewage. It is all monitored remotely by satellite and cameras inside and out. Should he need it, there is a sealed-off water conduit that can be used to escape to the Hudson River and from there to the sea. But from the outside, it is just another building. A perfect disguise.
So the Major believes zero suspicion equals total security. Very bold. It's just the kind of ruse I'd expect from him. So long as no one's suspicions are aroused, you could hide there forever.
Deploying.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB. You can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss. CP, this is Delta 1. I just witnessed an attack. Hostile presence confirmed. Forward!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. You gotta extract him.
CP, this is Delta 6. Lost eyes on enemy. Checking last point of contact. Over. This is CP. Understood. Let's stay alert. Out.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Heading to FOB. Deploying.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Map has been updated.
Careful down there, boss.
Clouds approaching.
Hey, you okay? Frank! CP, this is Zone 6. Spotted a suspicious individual. Going to check it out. Over. This is CP. Understood. Keep your guard up. Out. Don't move.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Understood.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Heading to FOB. Heading to FOB. Clouds approaching. Clouds approaching. Please select a mission. Heading to FOB. Deploying.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
Mission heavily missed anticipated.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Yeah, so after getting tired of getting my ass beat in the fall infiltration mission, New World Order mission challenge, going back to regular gameplay, and if I want to do the fall missions, I can do it another time. They have these events where every week there's like an event, like a challenge, an event, and like a tournament type of thing. And you can participate, and if you do the things, you can get event points that you can trade for like special outfits and stuff. Okay, so that's not my favorite part of gameplay, typically doing the fall missions, but it's something that kind of makes sense to do because there's some benefits to it. So that was really hard, difficult, and I was like squeeze juice. Just how hard and kind of annoying it is. Irritating, somewhat. actually try to go visa moment. It's easy to do no visa. No, it's easy to do visa.
Please select a mission. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched.
Cypher's been in hiding ever since his grand experiment. No one's seen him in years. All we hear are orders delivered by proxy. Except you. You met with him, face to face, in order to contact Big Boss. Tell me where he is. Where is Cypher? Where is Zero? I've never known choice. Where I was born, the language I speak, I've never had the freedom to choose for myself. But you, right now, are free. Do as you will.
This will save Big Boss.
It may.
Will you really kill Zero for me?
Not for you.
All right. Zero is Hell's Kitchen, 10th Avenue. He is undergoing treatment there.
Not exactly Hyde Park.
His medical needs keep him from moving around. That is why he summoned me there. The other residents are of varying race and ages, but in reality, all 40 units are Cypher personnel. It took him 10 years to replace the original occupants. He has got places like this all over the world.
No better place to hide a needle than a stack of needles.
Zero is on the top floor. A room with no windows and no doors. Even the elevator does not reach it. Officially, the floor does not exist. The only access is by a secret staircase 1 floor down. Room 702.
Shades of World War II.
Nobody realizes the entire building is a setup. People go in and out all day. But they're all Cypher. The building blends right in with the rest of the city. They disseminate rumors that a gang operates out of the building. That keeps most outsiders away. And most of them are there as security in case of an emergency. But even they don't know what they're really protecting. Foot traffic, goods coming in and out, phone lines, water and sewage. It is all monitored remotely by satellite and cameras inside and out. Should he need it, there is a sealed-off water conduit that can be used to escape to the Hudson River and from there to the sea. But from the outside, it is just another building. A perfect disguise.
So the Major believes zero suspicion equals total security. Very bold. It's just the kind of ruse I'd expect from him. So long as no one's suspicions are aroused, you could hide there forever. On the other hand, if someone figures it out, there are dozens of ways in. And he's so paranoid about information slipping out, no one involved has the full picture. That ignorance is a weakness, the downfall of a need-to-know system. The pitfalls are clear. Circumventing them will be simplicity itself.
You hate him, don't you?
Hate? He never left me to die. I owe him my life. I'm bound to repay the favor. Any way I can. But that's not what you really want to know. What you want to know is, do I hate Big Boss? I don't hate the man. I do deserve a little more of his gratitude. But he probably has no idea who I am. So you see, I have no reason to hate him at all. I mean to have my revenge against Zero. It's not petty hatred or resentment, nothing so personal. Even the hottest lava eventually cools, becoming a mountain, and that mountain becomes the land. Scalding steam comes back down as rain, forming rivers, draining into the sea. It's then that nature's order sets in. Now I'm merely a part of that cycle. Just like Zero. And you. And Big Boss.
Don't do it!
That lava, that vengeance, is already set as stone. Too late to change things now.
Don't kill him!
I want to do some bit of background for the martial arts training. This workout mask, this that I'm wearing a lot of my workouts is designed. It helps to keep you from inhaling dust. As I start punching, I think there's dust flying and stuffing from the dummy. The dummy, it's good quality, but once I started using weapons, like doing weapon training on it, I created punching with the neck from actually stabbing it with the sheet on, the cold steel in the leather neck, training knife fighter martial arts, and do reverse whip thrust to the neck. And even with the sheet on it create a punching and open up the neck. And since after training with it, there's like stuff flying, like stuff from it, dust and stuff. And I repaired it by putting like glue, try to glue the lacerate, whatever, glue the fake skin together of the dummy, and then tape it over. And for a while, that kept the stuff on the inside where I could throw punch and stuff. Eventually, it's like the tape comes off and the glue, and then there's more dust. So hence all this stuff on it. It's like the shirt I plug on there is to keep dust from flying out, and that thing has got all. Now still, there's some dust coming out of it. So this mask, I like when I work at it, it helps to keep me from inhaling dust. And another benefit is I get more cardio from when I train normally. Instead of training light, I might even get into cardio training. Like I said, when I'm calories, I did a cardio session yesterday. It might be so light that it really counts as cardio. But when I do cardio with this on, it makes it harder to breathe. Which means I get more. It's harder basically. If you're doing cardio training, like 3 minutes of heavy breathing, if you got this mask on, it is a lot harder. So get extra cardio from whatever cardio and more cardio from a given amount of cardio training. It makes it hard to breathe basically. They even had devices that people use for that purpose, like some kind of thing that there's some workout mask, something they have that makes it harder to breathe as exercising to boost your cardio. So I look at it from the table. You guys literally read the table. Leaks. Start with some typically my workout means martial arts. I start with boxing only, and then I get over to MMA, Muay Thai MMA basically. Som boxar från Southpaw. Vi tar ett ortodokstest. Combo work with this. Jab. Pass to the stomach, solar plexus. And left hook to the liver. 1, 2, 3 combo. Drill that one way. 1, 2, 3. So music will be 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, so we go to, I got really 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Leave yourself. Jab, straight, what I call no rotation punch to the solar plexus. 3, quick punch to the liver. So it's jab, no rotation punch to the solar plexus, followed by liver hook. 1, 2, 3, boxing combo. There you go, 1, 2, 3. Each of them, hard and snappy. 1, 2, 3. And there's so many variations. I can play around with it. I can do it kind of stacked the same way every time. So do it. 1, 2, 3. I can go play around with the guard. I can play around with level changes, head movement, guard changes, in between punches. Do a quad. A quad is another boxing combo I like to do, and it's 4 punches. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. First the 1, 2. I got rare punching power, speed, all kinds of athleticism. Rare speed, hand speed, punching power, punch way above my weight. My punching power is way above welterweight, which is my weight class. In the UFC, I'm in UFC welterweight. And my punching power is rare for welterweight. We go 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to try to make these. I'm reminding myself, as I have to do a lot of times, to line things up a little bit. We do the quad. That's a 4 punch combo. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can do this where I go. Return to guard and go 1, 2, reset, 1, 2. But the way I like to do it most of the time is first one's for the guard here, jab, second one goes for the shoulder, power 2, recall, so it becomes 1, 2, 1, 2. Now like this. Where the 2 punches, less the punches, a lot has to show from here. The first 2 punches are from here. 1, 2, because 1, 2, see here is left, 3, 4. And sometimes the last 2 I come from here, and I'm gonna go all the way back. Okay, another 1, 2, 3 combo again. 1, 2, 3. This is so we're not forced to break with differently. These touches land on the rib cage enough to break with, or the leg actually enough to drop the person. At the speed, and like how hard I'm hitting it, is sufficient to drop the person with the leg assault, or even breaking grips. And also incorporate level case here. Let me chop a little bit. The first touch is 1, 2, and then the 3. Which is doing many things. The first touch, grab, level change. Notice how my shoulder is coming out from the side, and just the 1 could be reactive touches come back to me. So this 1, 2 could make touches miss as I'm going down like that. Okay, touch that come after for the 1. Just if I close, see here, for the first touch, close to the distance, and it could be reactive touches come back, and just this can make the touches miss. I'm also covered with my shoulder here, and this also is set up for the 2, because all this touches, set of touches, which is sort of a lower position in a more power touch. That's what I say. So 2, 3. So, I did 1, 2, 3 boxing combo again. Left overhead. Okay, so now I stopped in boxing and I'm incorporating MMA. So now I've woven quarter trading, boxing, and MMA. Just whatever I want to do, I can do. Please. Here we go. Hey. Okay. And I saw that too, you say good luck for a while. Not to make you like. You like. 1, 2. So I'm looking mostly to touch with the left instead of the right. Variations on the C, variations on the wheel. I can show my left part from here, just cut up diagonally like this. With or without a lot of water pressure. Off the water pressure. So basically I just touch with the left and then close the nuclear right hand and left. Touch with left, hit with the right. And I want to be going harder than I had intended. Notice here. Here. So here, this could be From landing a left path. I'm self-trained, self-taught, self-made. Everything I know, I learn myself. Boxing, Muay Thai, martial arts, mixed martial arts. One of the things I've been doing is apparently you can get to be a person that can throw hard and fast sports and one piece, fast a lot of people harder, and uppercut stuff without having to go to the gym, understand? So now I take the guard if I got savings, I might have to get better at fighting. I'll get a better martial arts, I can get a martial arts sense. Another thing I pray to God about, I might have to get a save, but they help me get faster and stronger and stay that way. 36 today, fast, strong, and I've been able to find more stuff. Anyway, total target training is whatever the martial arts is, stick fighting, knife fighting, gun fighting, whatever the martial arts is. Start from a stance, see? Learn a stance, start from a stance, and then you figure out what you do from here. A lot of times that's how I train. I start with a stance. If I'm going to start from beneath, I'll get like an axe, like a training axe from plastic to train axe fighting martial arts. I might start with just get the training axe, get a sort of stance, and then what can I do from here? What to do this, okay? Or if I can go here, that's not a stance. Or I can go like this, okay? You understand? A lot of times I start from stances and then work from there. So here, left, my leader, my body is open, but I'm momentarily covering my jaw from left here. Now, as I'm setting up boxing combos, I do 1, 2, 3 legal shot, for example, left, right, legal shot, okay? And the 2 is, if that lands, it's going to drop me. The power I can land with my right hand, also. So the 1, I'm not looking to knock you out. This is helping me to set this up, okay? To land this. Touch, 2, okay, 1, 2. Now, what I'm doing on the left side here is covering my lever and my chin at the same time. My rib cage, lever, and my chin is covered at the same time. Here. Now from here, I can just hook my hand from here. I can make it more complex too. I'll go 1, 2, 3, or even start the lever change as I'm moving into lever. Okay? And this punch is a no rotation punch to the solar plexus. Now I can go 1, 2 to the head, drop, legal shot. I can go drop as a leg left, 2 to the solar plexus, and then from here, turn and land the legal shot. There's variations on a drill, so I can keep it static here. Practice the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, okay? I can change it a little bit. Let's have a higher ball and start from here. 1, 2, 3, and do a little bit different. But the base of the drill is 1, 2, 3. Sometimes I drill, I get into like, oh, this is something that I drill. And I do variations of it. So it's like maybe a 1, 2, 1, overhand right, jab overhand right, I call it the scorpion, the scorpion overhand right. Because it's coming over my back, almost straight from behind my back, like a scorpion still. And it's not kind of coming from here overhand. It's coming like this sometimes. Like a scorpion still. So from here, from here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We can be 1, 2, 3. We can be 1, 2, 3. Okay, for example. It's the same base drill of boxing 1, 2, 3. And the same punches, 2 straight punches, 1 uppercut, 1 hooking punch to the body. You can vary it in so many different ways. Doesn't have to be the same every time. Let's do it here static. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. What you don't see on the left side is as I land the right hand, this one on the left side. And then from here, I'm going to land the third, and I can go here, or I can go here. Notice this, and then naturally, my fighting instinct helped me to learn my intuition. Oh, to make another drill. We start from here. 1, 2. Kind of going here. 1, 2. Rather just 1, 2. 1, 2. It's 1, 2. Kind of here, see? And then it became the natural flow. I can see I throw the right elbow. That is 1, 2 from getting this guard after I 1, 2. Either this or this or this, okay? And that's just from my instinct, my signal on that. And I started doing this 1, 2, change a little bit. So like 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, do this kind of 1, 2, and then it's still a natural flow. It's like, oh, from here, 1 to this position, right after the elbow. 1, 2, go to this guard. It could be this. 1, 2, this. It could be 1, 2, this, or 1, 2, this, for example. And just keep going. I'm gonna take my time with this. 1600 on. If you see me throw the toe kicks, don't try that home. So these are my regular athletic training kicks. I can use this to train for throwing kicks with my regular kicks, like outdoor kicks. So, this is probably for any soccer stuff. Here. Here. And it's just raining here, so I'm gonna try to pick her up again. You know what we call lighting? Try to kind of force into the light, that's not what I'm about. So here, 1, 2, 1, 2. I can jump and go here. So 1, 2. Switch the southpaw stance, there, more powerful, that's good. Because of how my body is positioned. So many things I can do. Okay, got it. So I started doing this. 1, 2, return to kind of run of the mill, all-purpose boxing gun. So here, bang, return here. Into this. This is a boxing gun I use. Come on. 1, 2, here. Now after doing kind of 1, 2, back we go here. Reset to the 1, 2 again. Reset to the 1, 2 again. I started doing this. Here. So I'm going 1, 2, and this is more MMA ball. More like MMA or fight type of ball. Works better for that. 1, 2, here. And then after this, it comes then, here come up. Because I can feel that something else happens. There is this or this or this. There's all these things I can knees, whatever I want to do, I can do. can start here if I start boxen like that. Jag kan alltid use this part at the beginning. Or this, okay. Temple guard on the left. We're gonna make the haymaker. It's not what I like to do. Slide tosses. It's a drill. So you want to. Go to the dark side of the camera. We finished with the knees and kicks. Add one strike maybe, just what we want to do. Try to pause a bit. operational. Jumping sideways, twist kick. Flying sideways, twist kick. That's a walk away. That's the heel. Practice on. No one has the best ball throw. But that kick, I connect with the heel to the solar plexus and the ball of the foot to the face. Which means throw that kick in my line either with the heel to the face or the heel to the solar plexus. Or with the toe to the face. Work the ball. What now? Simulated knife fighting without holding a knife. Back to normal pattern. This guy is not available as a knife fighter martial arts. YouTuber started copying me, piece of shit, really disgusting guy. What's his name? Elite or somebody is copying me. And it's not as valuable. It's like it's usually making money off of being less competent than I am teaching knife fighting martial arts. like stupid stuff that's just gimmicky. For example, it talks about the cutting to the face for demoralization impact. Well, anything that cutting to the face would do in terms of demoralizing your opponent, cutting their neck will have the same psychological impact and more decreased combat effectiveness in your opponent. Okay, and working towards putting it down. Okay, meaning cutting here is like there's blood and stuff. Oh no, my face is messed up. It is somehow like for psychological impact. Or cutting the neck, okay, with the same diagonal cut, and it's like blood pumping out, you can feel your neck is open. That's going to have the same psychological impact. Also, that you have a mortal wound that you just got hit on where you're expecting, you feel like you're going to die. Okay, see, and then on top of it, it's actually doing that. Meaning, if you're bleeding a lot here, bleed more. If you cut here, yeah, you bleed, but if you cut here, that's a mortal wound, and you're going to bleed more, and it's going to have at least as much psychological impact as cutting to the face. Okay. Like super stuff to that like this. It's like cut their face, and they'd be like, wow, my face is fucked up. So it's like silly stuff. And then elite Jew or something like this. He's a scam, he's a fraud, he's got a gimmicky fraud knife. And I saw him on this Hard to Hurt YouTube channel selling a gimmicky knife and gimmicky knife fighting martial arts techniques. And I've been out at the same time for free teaching people training and knife fighting stuff that actually works and giving good recommendations for fighting knives and how to use them and stuff. Better than him for sure. Then he's making money, and part of like the silly stuff that he does is like he's got a gimmicky knife. Okay, my stepfather was a blacksmith. I made knives myself from scratch, meaning attaching the blades, needing like a leather sheet for it. Okay, so I understand kind of the basics of creating stuff, and I'm not too dumb. Okay, so they don't even need to have experience. But the point is this: my argument is his scallywag knife is gimmicky. Why? Because it's scammy. It's like he's overhyped. It's like this is like the best fighting knife kind of. And if you look at it, it's like no, it's not. It's like with the same amount of steel, I can make it better simply by making a dagger profile, for example. Simply that. Rather than have like a curve here and then this here and this and that. Okay. So, secondly, the asking price was around like, I don't know, $150 at the time. And you can tell there's like a scam because, first of all, it's like a knife of the same dimensions. This is a better fighting knife than the scallywag that he had on Hard to Hurt. I'm not joking. This is a better knife for fighting with it, a weapon knife, than the scallywag that he had when he was on the Hard to Hurt YouTube channel to demonstrate his knife and his gimmicky knife and gimmicky fighting techniques. Okay. And it's the same dimension approximately. So the scallywag will be about the same weight and about the same dimensions. But it's like a scam, like a card on this. It's like he's lying to you like this is the best one. This is so good. And it's stupid. Meaning this is better as a fighting knife. And it's not that like one part is better go in here and then a little like this. I don't have to over-explain it. But this is a better fighting knife, okay? For less money, you could buy 3 of these. At the point where he was marketing his knife on Hard to Hurt channel, I could buy 2, 3, maybe even 4. So very minimum 2 of these for the price of his knife that was sold. Okay, 2 of these. Okay, and one of them is better than one of his knives, I'm saying. And I could buy 2 of them for the same price. I think it was $50 or something at that point in time, or $1,500, something about 100. And it's like 40. I bought this for less than $50 on Amazon in Sweden. Okay, so also his knife is like gimmicky, the asking price. So you're paying for a knife that's less good than this cold steel in the event. Okay, and they don't sponsor me, but you're paying for whatever his scallywag was. More money, maybe 2 or 3 of these worth of money. Okay, for a knife that's worse as a fighting knife than this is. One of them. Okay, and I could buy 3 knives that each of them is better than one of his. Okay, see, do you understand? Secondly, it's like it's obvious, like tells. He's been working to save as much money as possible, focus on marketing and persuading people with scam stuff. This is the best knife to ask a big price for. Understand? Because his knife is just a slab of metal that's been cut and ground. Okay, see, so he's saving money in the production process. If you think about it, you have like a water hydroxy cut or CNC whatever some machine. It's like, oh, you have this type of steel. It's like less steel used if you grind it like that. And there's no handle, okay? So it's like if you just like cutting it and another machine that kind of grinds it, You don't need to pay a guy hourly to attach bolt-on handlebars to the side of the handle. This is just like a piece of metal. There's no paracord matting on the handle. There's no side panels, okay, from plastic or wood or anything, okay. So it's like, oh yeah, you save material cost, production cost by having it be the design that you have, okay, because it's just like a full tank, all tank, okay. See, the handle is the tank, okay. So you just hold on to the tank, and there's no sidebar, there's nothing, okay, just a piece of a slab, a piece of steel, okay. Which is bad for ergonomics, okay? And it's not makes it worse as a fighting knife that it has such a thin nail, just all steel, all metal thing to hold on to. Okay, it makes it less for use as a fighting knife. There's less money spent on making like that. You save on material costs, you're gonna have like micarta or whatever, some kind of wood or plastic on the sides. That will make it a better grip if you add some stuff to the sides of it, okay? But that costs more money. And I'm just gonna have this be as cheap as possible, worse than fighting knife than this, and then market it as like a super good fighting knife and sell it for $150 when I could buy 3 of these for $150. And this is a better fighting knife than the Scaling knife that it showed. Okay. So I don't like him. He's a disgusting piece of shit. Secondly, he's also where it's like psychological impact, where it's like he talks out of sadistic narcissist, jealous of people that are handsome is his fighting style. Okay. And it's like once again overhyping the effectiveness of his product. Where it's like he talks about, I actually made a video there, where he talks about, okay, so here's the fighting system. You got the guy here, and what I'm going to do is just cut his face like this, okay? And then the psychological is going to be like, oh, my face is fucked up now, and I look like Freddy Krueger or something like this, and that's really taking the fire out of me or something like this. So when in reality, you waste the technique, because if you had that position, you cut the neck, understand? You sever one part of all the windpipe. Why waste the technique? If you had this position, this close, why would I waste cutting his face and wait for him to be like demoralized by a face cut? Then maybe what happens, oh shit, my face, I'm gonna be scarred for life now from this cutting out of my face. Okay. Why would I waste that when from the same position I can cut this corridor, the windpipe, or possibly delete one of the ones that I've been teaching, the reverse grip, cutting here, here, and here with the same attack. Now that's hard to do with a micro knife like this. But a longer knife with enough athleticism and power, and you learn the mic side gripping teaching, coaching, but I'll teach you how to get a quality grip on the knife and reverse grip stuff. So you have that position, especially with longer knife, and you impact here and push through. You can actually sever this corridor, windpipe, and this corridor with the same attack. Okay, see, and if not, it's you get the corridor in and the windpipe. Ultimately, you get like this one too. So then why would I waste it? Did cut his face and because it's for some demoralization impact. When I can, and the thing is, cutting the neck is equally plus, at least as demoralizing, getting a neck wound as a face wound, okay? And it's doing more towards neutralizing the target, decrease the combat effectiveness. Meaning it's a worse wound. They're bleeding, they're losing oxygen to the brain, understand? It's having the demoralizing impact because they're gasping blood out of the neck, understand? And it feels like they're about to die. And that's the truth of it, okay? So, do you understand? So it's like his whole shit is so annoying. Like scary knife, scary fighter techniques, over marketing, over hyping everything. So less competence, more money. Whereas I've been more valuable in teaching knife fighting to YouTubers for fucking free. You haven't even had to be watching my like ads on my videos. And there's no knife that I'm selling. It's not like go to coolsleeve.com/Mike SAHA for this knife I'm saying is a better knife. So it's not like, oh, obviously it's going to say that because it's talking about something. Okay. It's just my honest opinion, see. And higher quality advice on what's a good fighting knife and techniques and 3 hours of coaching, teaching grip changes, different grips, how to attack combos, how to drill things for free, okay? So do you know how fucking disgusting purpose are they like? I'll be less valuable and just make money by lying and deceiving people, being a fucking con or a scammy type of piece of shit. What is that? And I make videos. You can search Scalawag on my channel, and you can see my videos where I call the argument only takes quite a long time to make it in the video. Because I'm like going to, let's look at this, the dimensions, how much it costs, let's look at some other knives and stuff, but it's like, whatever. So here, basically, if I'm knife fighting somebody, I'm not gonna be if I cut their face like this and it's like, oh shit, okay. I don't have a fighting style because it's scary. That's designed to psychologically impact your opponent, okay? Because a knife is a lethal tool. It's not less lethal, it's not less than lethal. So if I'm looking to not kill, you don't use a lethal weapon for non-lethal force, okay? If you have the option out there. Meaning, I have a knife here. I'll attack to the person's head, and my technique is not really designed to kill them, but it's designed to cut them in a way that will demoralize. It's just stupid, okay? To demoralize them. Because the same thing might also put them in a fucking rage and make them fight 10 times harder because you just cut their nose off or something like this, okay? So you might not even get what you're bargaining for. Do you understand? If you cut a person's lip off, they might think, just motherfucker, understand? And do you understand? Okay, so you might not have that demoralization effect. It can actually induce a strong rage in the person that makes it more dangerous to you. So my fighting style, when I teach knife fighting martial arts, the way that I teach it, it's intended to decrease the combat's effectiveness to kill the person. Because if you're training gunfighting or knife fighting, it's crazy to be like, okay, do you understand if John Shrek McPhee, for example, start making videos and be like, yeah, I got this new 22 Magnum gun, okay, and a new martial arts like to go with it. And basically, you're here, here's the human silhouette, shoot your wrist, okay, because the person, oh shit, my wrist is fucked up, okay, I can't use this hand to fight anymore. That took the fighter, oh, okay, that's stupid. It'd be like the shot place should be like here, okay, for example, or something else. But it's not like, okay, guy, just shoot for the hands, aim for the hands. Because that can kind of make them less good at fighting and then possibly, demoralize somebody. No, it's like, it's a lethal weapon. So you use lethal weapons lethally and you train for lethal force because there's no kidding. If you're moving a knife, no matter how good you are, how much control you have towards a human torso, you're risking lethal injury every time you do that. So let's just be real, understand? Not like, it's a less lethal. I'm using the knife as a less lethal. To just cut him in the face and be like, oh shit, the guy fucked my face up. I know that took the fight out of me. And like, yeah, so practice cutting the face and stuff. Okay, when you waste your time, because if the situation calls for a lethal tool, it's lethal force, understand? Which means if the head is here, why would I cut the face like this when I can reach the neck? If I can reach the forehead, I can reach the neck, okay? Which means here, okay? Either thrust or slashes to the neck, okay? Why waste your technique on aesthetic damage? Okay, so a knife is a lethal tool, and you don't make believe law and delusional. It's like, who are you kidding? Or who are you trying to kill? They say, let's use a knife as a less lethal. No, a knife is a lethal tool. If I want to put someone down and not kill, I use a first baton and I can break your kneecaps with it, understand? I did put a baton and hit you in the kneecap, and that's going to create mechanical damage and put you on the ground if I land into your kneecap. You'll be on the ground, understand? Okay, and also it's psychological impact, maybe as an unintended side effect. Okay, we say, oh shit, I can't give up for this. Do you understand? Or something like pepper spray if it's legal. The Bible law says this one. If I'm looking to not end your life, I use a stick or martial arts, my weapon, my body weapon, punch you to knock you out, understand? Or get you in a hole and start choking or something. They say, I'm using that. But if this comes into play, it's to kill you, understand? It's to end your fucking life, understand? And I'm not kidding myself. They say, I have a knife. And just pull it willy-nilly. It's a lethal tool. Gotta stop the fight, just cut them a little bit. Hope that they stop fighting or something like this. Okay? No, if this comes into play, it's to end your life, understand? And it do you understand? And then you should kill yourself. You'd be like, yeah, well, let's pull knives. And say, let's not look at it like a lethal tool that we use lethally if the situation calls for lethal force. But it's like, it's a lethal tool, but let's use it as a less than lethal, demoralizing to take the fight on people, or cut in the face, and go, oh shit, I'll be idle for the rest of my life and give up or something like that. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. And by local laws, we're going to self-defense use weapons at all times. And I'm not joking. I'm like a lot of these people. I'm an honest person, I said. Meaning, it's like if I mark myself like, wow, this guy, yeah, it's true. Okay, I'm in superior fitness, and then I got streets and I go, all about 25,000 men have a six pack, and that's a good thing to have. Okay. Oh yeah, like I say, I'm in better shape. I'm in the fitness elite. See? And then it's like, wow, it sounds like a guy who's just marking himself a lot. Well, the average person is obese. All you have to do to be in better shape than average is be less obese. Now, if you have visible abs, six-pack abs, you're not just not obese, which means top 10% of fitness level in America, but you're in the top 1%. So a six-pack is obvious. It's a positive, understand? And if you have a six-pack by 35, you're in the fitness elite, top 1%. See? And most people have more belly fat and general body fat, so they don't have six-pack. Okay. So it's a notice if I might mark myself intensely sometimes, but it's gonna be truth-based, understand? So what fucking time is it? 50-20. So it's a point. I'm looking to cut this off within 3 hours. It's 1 hour, so that's like a max. So anyway, it's a point. You're better off listening to me than this fucking elite. So part of what it's doing is copying me, understand? You keep an eye on my channel for years and copying, stealing stuff from me, and then only being less valuable and mixing the turning the possible with bad advice and bad stuff. Okay. So I also have more credibility because I recommend knives that I don't have a stake. I'm not a shareholder, meaning there's nobody paying me to show the knives. I don't get gift cards. I don't get discounts. There's nobody sending me free shit, understand? Which means if I make a video that is like, this is a good fighting knife, it's because that's my honest opinion. This is the knife that me being low financial level, looking for a fighting knife up to par, what I want. This is the one that I picked for myself, understand? Okay. This is the knife that I decided when I'm going to buy a knife, this is the one that I picked for myself, understand? And it's not that I'm telling you this is the best one because I'm selling it, understand? Okay. Now here's the point. You don't want to be all or nothing. It's not impossible that if Cold Steel reach, hey, we do a lot of free marketing, have a free knife manufacturer for this. It's like, does that mean that what I've been saying before is not true anymore because now somebody paid me to it? No. Okay. But it's like, it is a quality point. It's easy to argue that you're not financial driven and deceptive since you're not making money with your advice. So anyway, that's the point. You're better off getting a fixed blade dagger, a mini dagger, miniature dagger, than a scale bag. Because the scale bag is what? It's about this big. Was it 7 inches, around 7 inches, or 9? Gotta be 7, around 7 inches total length. Anyway, it's roughly the same dimensions as this. Okay, and this is better. So you're better off versus the scale bag knife. You're better off buying this. Okay, this is a Cold Steel mini leather neck. Then be careful with this. Be careful with this. So. Unfortunately, it's like I've been scammed and robbed of success. Naturally, that a person who's as valuable, competent, and quality, and multi-talented today would naturally have been like rich and famous by now in a meritocratic world system, okay, in a pure meritocracy. Unfortunately, but it's like here's the point. I do enjoy being valuable, okay, and doing stuff. That's the point. A fighting knife, a mini dagger is one of the best fighting knives you can have. Okay, not the fucking scale blade. So a mini dagger is one of the best knife designs, fighting knife designs you can get. Or a dagger, generally. Okay, a dagger. And if somebody's like, well, I need a small dagger. Well, I need a smaller knife. It's like the favorite size fighting knife. It's like this long or something. It's too big for me to get. Well, they have small fighting daggers. Okay, you can get. So, for a fighting knife, a self-defense weapon, where it's legal, abide by local laws at all times, regardless of its weapons, dagger is one of the best ones. Now, it's a little bit more training intensive to be able to wield effectively. It's a little bit more training intensive, and it's also more ways easier to get hurt if you're training stupidly. If you're training in risky ways. It's easy to get hurt. There's twice as many cut surfaces. So if you're doing shadow boxing with it, it's like you can end up, you understand, like accidents. It's like if you're practicing like maintaining a guard and doing like shadow boxing types on a mirror, unshielded. There's more ways that you can see. I did this cutting here, okay, and if I practice like bang, left jab, retract, and then throw this right after, it's like now I can also get hurt on this way, okay? And if I put a guard while retracting, do you understand? There's twice as many ways you can cut yourself if you're training with the actual knife, okay? And it's also, so what makes it dangerous to you if you're training with it above your level, or okay, with bad luck, whatever, in non-recommended ways. That's what makes it good. Meaning this is good as a fire weapon because a human body, I can cut it moving forward and I can cut on retraction also, which means I can stab you in the throat. That's how this is escalated quickly. You're watching here, I just stab you in the throat right here. Okay, see? Now, if I go here, bang, okay, retract, and then there's a hand coming towards me, okay, I can cut it like this, see? See, if there's a hand that's reaching across my knife hand, I can cut this, not like I can cut it like this, see? If the hand is here, I can cut it, just move it back, understand? So I can cut here, here, okay, I can cut here. So for example, this penalty, if this is your neck, okay, if this is your head, okay, this is your forehead, this is your neck, and I'm here, okay, okay, and I cut a slit off. Either I hit here, okay, and now here comes this setup. This also I've been teaching effective combos to drill, like how to be a dangerous knife fighter martial arts. It's more variable on my YouTube channel. It's like, okay, get a training knife. Here's some things you can start doing. Teaching everything. It's like grips, drills, combos, target zones, things like this. So anyway, this is diagonal. So I can go here, see? And that cut could have been either like here, here, or here, okay? Now I slide off like an elbow strike. Slide to the side, okay? See? Now, I could just do that and cut the way back, see? Not as powerful as it, but from here, however I end up, I can be dangerous, see? Meaning if I hit here, slide off the body, anything on this side of the blade can be cut by just retracting and moving it sideways. And I don't have to rotate it and to be able to cut this way, see? So it's just, that's one of the benefits. But whatever I'm cutting, I can be effective. I can go cut here. If I slide off, if that's a long range attack where it hits here and then slide off, kind of like this, okay, and up here. Now, if you're reaching for it, I can move it to this side and I'm cutting it. You understand? It's a blade here, a blade here. So it's not like most blades, just sharp in the front. So if this is sharp in the front, like most knives are, I can only cut it from my thumb, see? So if I'm cutting here and I'm down here, if your head is coming here, I can't cut you on the way up, I just pull the knife up on step. But with the dagger, I can. So if there's something I want to cut here, I can just pull it up like this, I'm cutting. I'm here, can cut down, I can cut here, I can cut here, I can cut back again, I can cut here, and then back up again, by the way. See, I can cut here, and up here, here's your leg, and I can pull into your leg, see? And it's less complex. So it's not like I'm here, I want to cut the leg. I'm in a position where I can quickly cut the leg, but I have to rotate and cut, which is more complex. So there's more ways to be dangerous, and it's just a more dangerous knife, a dagger, because I can cut here, bang, I can come the way back. If an example I can use, if I stab you in the stomach like this, and then your hand starts coming to try to control the weapon arm, like to grab onto my wrist or my forearm or whatever you're gonna do. If there's a hand that's coming towards me, I can just cut it. I say, if you grip here, I can pull. See, I can pull into it too. Now, the finger guard can interfere with those type of things if you don't have a good grip. But anyway, that's the point. So if this comes here, notice how I can pull back and cut. So if I'm here and your hand goes here, don't try anything to do home to grab to control the knife arm. I can just pull my arm back and I'm cutting it. Understand? If your hand is here, I can cut and push it. So there's more to do. I can cut here, I can cut here, I can cut here, I can cut all the way back again. Another thing where I can demonstrate this, and it's just common sense, it's like the points that I'm making are undeniable quality, understand? See, there's nobody can argue with that. It's like common sense, no nonsense bullshit, no like gimmicky bullshit. It's like common sense stuff, okay? So I'm making the radical claim that if you look at this, for example, this is dagger now, so usually like what it is, okay? If I'm attacking you here, from here, see, I split off your face. Now, if your hand starts moving here to grab onto my knife, I can just pull into your hand, see? From here, once I can stab here, I can slash here. If I end up here, I can pull back like this and come here. Like this. See? With the same grip. Slash. Yeah. Maybe now you can figure out this and why I've done this messed up. But here's another thing, advantage of a dagger. Keep it simple. Here's another advantage of a dagger. I'm using the reverse grip now. Some at the border. So, if I start out being defensive for some reason, and I have this knife here, and you're moving towards me, and reactively I'm looking to catch it coming in with this, for example, or this into your neck, and then obviously if I'm in there with a dagger once again, I can exasperate the injury. Do you understand? So if I stab into your neck, it works both ways. If I stab into your neck here, if this is your neck, okay, this is in your neck. With the right timing, after delivering a hook stab to your neck like this, I can just pull on it, and I'm cutting my way out of your neck, the front, understand? So if it ends up here, there's a thrust, push, pull, do you understand? Right after, and you can build reflexes, muscle memory for this. And that can take some training, because it's as fast as possible. Just stab in here, and then retract and pull it out, understand? So that's one advantage of that. If I end up in your neck, I can cut on the way out. No, I can also cut by pushing back, understand, into your spine, for example. Okay? So, another advantage is, so you understand, anytime I'm entering the body with a dagger, I can exacerbate the injury by push or pull. There's more ways. So, I'm arguing for a dagger being the best fighting knife, like in the top. Okay, one of the best. So, from here, for example, if I had this position, I might have to go to a stand and just cancel. And that's not, don't even risk it. Don't even risk this thing, don't there for you. So here, this is the sharp, okay? Kind of feel it symbolically for playing with a knife, okay? So if I have this position here, I can cut up here, see? This is a dagger, so it's cutting here and back. I can go cut here, push up, stab down, or if I end up here, I can pull and I'm cutting, understand? If I end up here, I can push cut on the way back. I can pull cut here, push cut here. If I end up here, I can pull cut back, see? If I end up here, I can push into and cut, you understand? Versus with a knife that's only sharp in the front, is limiting the techniques I can solve different positions. So from here, yes, I can cut down this way. If this is not a dagger, I can cut down. Now, this is not sharp this side, which means if a head is going here and I pull, I'm not cutting as much across the dagger. So this, I can cut down, if I end up here, and it's like your leg is there, I can cut your leg by doing that, see? And I can cut this side too if I want to, and then back here, see, I'm just cut again. So wherever I am, I can cut forward, back, here on the way back, and all kinds of ways. Secondly, you can exacerbate the injury, where if I'm going for a stabbing into the neck, it's a carotid artery here, this is the carotid artery, you have a spinal windpipe. If I go here to stab this into your neck, okay, that's a bad injury, okay? If it impacts the spine of the carotid artery, which is generally injury, okay? Now, with the dagger, I just cut the way out, see, where I go in here, into your neck, and I cut back, and it can work also here. See, you can assist with that water, or see, I'm cutting on the inside. If I end up in here, cutting my way up, so I can cut with the same grip back again. Now, here's another call I want to make. Show you something that can help you. If I'm reactively okay, and I'm not impacting the blade now. But I could see punch cut, I call it punch cutting. So from here, if I miss, meaning you have to be realistic. So part of a real chaotic fight is movement and stuff, which means even a person that I'm pretty good at connecting with things, hand-eye coordination and do accurate and impact and stuff, okay? But it could still happen. It's like the head is moving, and I was going for that, okay, he didn't there, despite him moving. But it could also happen, he's moving towards me, and I'm going for this, but I miss the timing starting. That could be he's shooting on me, or he's just moving at me, and I'm defensively throwing attacks and stuff. So it could happen that I'm intending to do this technique, to land with the knife in here, the neck, like here, see here, or whatever I want to do from there. Now it can happen. I'm trying to land this, see this, okay, but I land with the forearm. Since that's a dagger, I just cut on the way back. So even if the technique, like the technique I'm trying to land, like from here, stab the blade into his throat. If that doesn't land, and I overshoot and I hit with my wrist and my forearm, so notice how I just pull back right after. Okay? Which means if the stab misses, I'm cut on the way back. Now notice from here too, I can cut from that position quickly because it's a dagger. It's like through my point again. So if I go for this, see I just cut the sword. If I end up here for a moment, I can cut the way back quickly, and then here, and then here, yeah. And then here, if I end up behind this neck here, see, it's not a stab, I just cut them here. See? And from here, I can cut here, stab, go here, and then pull. See? So if I'm not hitting with the tip and create a penetration, I'm getting in the heat. If I don't behind the body, because if somebody's coming at me here, and I missed, I was trying to hit here. See, I was trying to hit him here. And then get in here and then exasperate, like here, pull on and push, whatever. Or, so after hitting the technique, in here, now I'm in there with the neck, okay? I can either pull to exacerbate the injury, to make it worse, or push, okay? Or I can retract and then deliver a new stab, you understand? But if I have a stab, I can stab and then do this understand right after. Now, if I miss, I'm looking to hit him in here, and I don't hit. I overshoot, for example, because when I threw it, he was moving at me, understand? And my timing not being off. So rather than hitting here, as I was wanting to, here, rather than hitting here, I hit here, see, outside the body, see here. I'm trying to do this, and this happens. So those is the dagger, I can count my way back right away. If I up here, miss, see, just pull, push, pull, push, pull, see. With a dagger, there's more ways you can be dangerous all kinds of ways. And it's also more dangerous to you, so it's more training intensive. So I can come here, stab here, retract, stab here. I can also do this. See here, here, or slash from here, from this position. So from here, I can stab things. I can also, if I go for a stab, end up doing a slash here. So it's like stabbing from here. I'm ready to cut in front of my thumb here. I'm ready to cut back again. So I find that it's so much better. I see I have it one. I don't know if it's cold. I don't know if it's rolling or if it's sometimes I have in person this too. It's like it's a guy that came in yesterday didn't get blocked. And then it's like, oh, I want to throw Mike, and that guy is the guy that gets the comms in my chat. So it's like, let's make an account and name it the guy that Mike knows from another community or something like this. Anyway, I'm gonna end this laptop stream. Get back to playing video games later, quite possibly.